What's going on, guys? Welcome into episode number 8 of the Ask Tony Show. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the first episode of 2020, so I'm super pumped. My goal is to get at least 100 episodes done in 2020, so that's what we're going to aim for. So hopefully by the first episode of 2021, it's episode 109, episode 110. That's the goal, so let's get started.
What would you do if you were starting out as a new agent today?
So if I was starting out as a brand new agent today, the very first thing I would do is I would start a show like this. With whatever knowledge I had, I would talk about what I learned in school. I would talk about, who my new broker is. I would make videos. Is the very first thing that I would do is I would make videos. I would put them on YouTube. I would put them on Facebook, primarily on Facebook. I'd put them on Instagram. I would just start talking to everybody about everything that I knew. Because that was something that took me forever to get comfortable doing. And I've talked about this before, but when you're new, you don't want to be new. And I get it, but you have to embrace where you're at. You're new, like there's nothing you can do about it. And people know that you're new. So you gotta just embrace it, be new, talk about it, and walk people through that journey. And that will build trust, because what you don't wanna do is you don't wanna be fake. So a lot of agents, when they're brand new, they'll make videos or they'll put out content and they'll be fake. They'll try to talk about things that they don't really understand yet. And you can tell. So real winners can smell a phony from a mile away. So you might be able to fake the losers, but the winners will tell that you're fronting. So you want to be honest with yourself, but the first thing that I would do is just start putting out content as much as I can, talking about what I know, not talking about what I don't know, and being honest with people.
Isn't working long hours an old school mindset? Why not focus on building wealth through passive income instead?
Okay, I hate this question. I hate the passive income debate. I've had it with a lot of people, and some people do not agree with me, but in my opinion, passive income, the way people talk about it, does not exist. Let me say that again. Passive income, the way it's sold to you, wherever it's sold to you, does not exist. There are only two real ways, in my opinion, to create passive income. Number one is you take money and you put it in the stock market and you buy stock from companies that pay dividends. That's way number one. Number two is you buy real estate. You buy rentals, whatever you do, you rent them out, you charge more rent than what you pay, and you make a couple $100 a month. That, to me, is passive income, because you don't have to do anything. You know what I mean? But the problem with the passive income debate in today's day and age is that it's full of people who don't want to work. And they think that if they sell a certain product, or if they, sign up a bunch of different people or what, and I hate to shit on the network marketing community, because I have a lot of friends that are in network marketing, but I think that's where the problem lies, because it's been sold incorrectly. So people think, hey, if I sign up a bunch of people for this service, then I can quit my job and I don't have to work anymore. And it's just not real. Because anybody that has grown an actual business, they understand that sure, maybe at some point, way out in the future, you can, kind of stop working, or you can, your workload can diminish, but you're still involved, you're still working. I mean, I'm reading a book right now about Pixar, and the whole Pixar story. And guys, Steve Jobs was a hustler, dude. Like, he worked incredibly long hours. He wasn't into this, just chilling and I mean, just imagine, guys. I mean, you're the founder of Apple and Pixar, and you're not chilling. Like, you're putting in the work. I talk about, for example, The Rock. And this dude, I mean, how many movies does he have? How much money has he made? Google him. He's not chilling. So if you're not them, why do you think that you get to chill when they don't get to chill? From guys like, Gary Vee, just, any real entrepreneur, they hustle. And if you start an entrepreneurial journey with the end goal is to stop working, it doesn't work that way. I mean, I just made a video just a little bit ago about time freedom. Entrepreneurship doesn't give you time freedom. If you want time freedom, go get a job. But I hate this question because I feel like people are so damaged by the search of passive income that they invest a ton of money, it doesn't work. And I'll tell you this, I have a lot of friends who are successful at network marketing and they work a ton. I mean, there's one particular family in Utah County, they're big Herbalife people. And you can think what you want about Herbalife, but they make money. Like that's what they live off of. But trust me guys, they put in the work, they hustle, like they're obsessed with their product, they push it to everybody, and they do a good job, and they make a good living for themselves. Are they rich? I don't know. I don't know their books, but it doesn't seem like they're bajillionaires. But that's what they do for a living. It pays for their lifestyle. They get to travel a lot. They do a lot of cool things, but they work super hard. So that's just part of making money, is working hard, guys. And again, if you want passive income, buy stocks or buy real estate. Other than that, it's going to be a shit ton of work.
Do I have to pay for my appraisal? Shouldn't the seller pay for it?
A lot of buyers want the seller to pay for their appraisal, but what you have to remember is that the appraisal is part of the lending process. So the reason why there has to be an appraisal in the first place is because you don't have enough money to buy the home in cash. That's what it comes down to. So because you don't have enough money to buy the home in cash, you need a loan. And part of the bank's requirements to give you the loan is an appraisal. They want to see how much the home is worth, what the condition is, and things like that. So the reason why you need an appraisal is because you need a loan. So because you need a loan, you need to pay for the appraisal. Because the seller, if they sell to someone who has in cash, there might not even be an appraisal needed. So because you need it, you get to pay for it.
What's better for content, blogging or vlogging?
Both. You need a vlog, and then you need a blog about your vlog. And you need a vlog about your blog. You got to do both. Some people are better in video. Some people are great writers. Some people can write great articles. But in my opinion, if you can do both, do both. One of the things that we've tried to do with the show is we'll film the show and we'll do 5, 6, 7 questions or whatever. And then Rachel will go back, she'll chop it up, and then I'll write articles about the questions. So if you do both, what you have to remember, guys, is that you never know how somebody else likes to consume content. The majority of people are video watchers. Now you have a lot of listeners, podcast listeners, but there's still a lot of readers out there. And for any business person, it's actually funny because anybody can start a YouTube channel, and we all love videos. Anybody can start a podcast, and we love podcasts. But how many people write a book? Very few. Very few people actually write and publish a book. And in society, if you write a book and your book is good, that's a huge badge of honor. So there's still a lot of readers out there, and we put authors kind of on this pedestal. Still, if somebody has a New York Times bestseller versus they have a YouTube channel, which one carries more weight? So you can't judge how people are going to consume your content. If you give it to them in video form, perfect. You give it to them in audio form, perfect. You give it to them in blog form, in article form, perfect. That way you can reach everybody. You can reach the listeners, the readers, and the watchers to get your message across. So do everything.